Welcome to this video on the recent fight between Pacheco versus Sulecki. Obviously, Pacheco winning by technical knockout, going on to be the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez's title. So, getting into the fight round by round, and I'll talk about it after as a full fight in the future for both fighters. Round one, Sulecki did well early, I think. Got in close, did what he needed to do. Went for the body early. Pacheco really getting that jab out there, trying to get the jab out there, but Sulecki doing well to come in, get inside, get a few shots off to the body, and try to hook up top. Really got a few chances there, but Pacheco really claimed the round with the amount of jabs and punches he was throwing out. Round two, really a similar thing. Pacheco really just trying to control distance with that jab, not really sending out anything more than that. Sulecki gets a few inside hooks off, which is good. One to the head as well, which was brilliant from him. But Pacheco jab straight, does quite well. Again, 10-9 Pacheco, but both these rounds very close. It depends how you're scoring it, but I think Pacheco had the more, it wasn't really success for either of these fighters. It was more just Pacheco seemed to be controlling it a bit more with the jab. The jab was going out there, touching him up, and Sulecki, maybe coming in, but sometimes missing, and sometimes maybe hitting, but not really getting enough. Pacheco's volume was more than enough to get him that round. Round three, Pacheco trying to catch him now, so he starts turning it on now he's got the jab out there. He's trying to get that jab straight going. He's trying to get everything off. Sulecki coming in and gets a good body shot off. It's really good. Two I think body shots off there in round three. Pacheco punches I've put here are getting through now. Really, he's not just jabbing, he's jab straight, and he's trying to touch him up. He's trying to get it through that guard of Sulecki, and he really started to turn it on round three. You see a massive, if you rewatch a pace difference between the first two rounds and round three, and that's where it really starts going forward to Pacheco, and that's a Pacheco round straight off there. And late on in that round, actually, I've just missed something here. Sulecki gets a good hook off, and I remember this, and then Pacheco answers back with two big hooks of his own, and I give Pacheco round three as well. It was good. It shows Pacheco turns it on, starts getting the pace going. He's seen what Sulecki can do, and he goes, okay, let's turn it up now. Let's see how he goes. Round four, instead of being on the back foot for most of this, where he's throwing out a jab, allowing himself to go backwards if he needs to, he's pushing forward now. He's coming forward, getting a move, jab off the right, good counters. Sulecki's still coming in though, backward combo. Sulecki, really, this round was Pacheco's, but overall Sulecki did scare him a bit and did scare me a bit, where he actually caught him with a good punch, and you just saw. And I don't even know how to explain this, but it's like if you fell from a height of like an inch. It's like you could see his knees just like not buckle, but just sort of like re-establish themselves on the ground when he takes that punch. And it was like, oh, Pacheco got hurt there. That was a good punch by Sulecki there, but another round for Pacheco, definitely dominated the majority of that. But there was a concern there for a little bit. Pacheco going for it now. In round five, good forward pressure with the combos, catching Sulecki with good shots, really just backing him up and getting it done now, getting it on him. Pacheco good straight, then follows up. Sulecki looks to be close to going down, but makes it through right at the end of that round. So, yeah, a scary one for Sulecki there. And then round six, the end of the fight, is Pacheco out with a jab again, start of the round, going well against Sulecki. And then basically he goes for a jab straight, as he has been for since round three, really. The standard jab straight he's doing. Jab straight, he actually sort of jabs him, which is just a pouring shot. He's not really trying to do damage. Goes for the straight. It connects, but it sort of it doesn't connect right where he really wants to, and it slides off his forehead. Sort of just goes up and slides off his forehead. like sort of a stone skimming the water. And as he does that, you would expect like, oh, that's not a great shot. He's basically missed two, and he's put himself, in that position where his hand's straight out, his power hand, and he's trying to do some damage. But all he does is readjust and really tilt his head to the side and just really hit the back pocket of Sulecki. If you think about it, if your arms fully outstretched, goes down and just whips it around the back of him and hits a perfect liver shot. Just goes straight down in a fetal position, Sulecki, and that is done. He ain't getting up. But was just such an incredible shot where it sort of, he missed and then just whipped his arm round and just touched the perfect spot. Really amazing from Pacheco. Really showed great work. Really good pacing of the fight as well. Knew what he was going to do. Never looked really in trouble at all. So from maybe one punch, which even then, the second later, he was perfectly fine and back on it. So can't even say he was really hurt there. And now becomes the mandatory for Canelo, which is a big fight this early in his career, really. Hasn't really got the experience to fight Canelo, I don't think. But, look, should he take it, should he not? I think he's got to look at the payday. How much will Canelo pay him? I mean, that fight will be big. Be a big payday. Will it help his career? Will it help him personally? Yeah, of course it will. Does he do it? I think he does. I think you don't turn it down. I don't think you can. Even if people say it's not probably the right time in your career to fight him, you've got to go for it. You can't just... you may never get that chance again. And who is a cash cow like Canelo? No one knows. Who's going to be that next guy? No one knows. So you got to take the paydays when they're there. And Pacheco has to fight if he gets the opportunity. Canelo, I know he's a mandatory, but if Canelo carries on and he gets to fight and there's no other problems in the way, get it done. Get that payday under your belt and help yourself. You got into this sport you're a prize fighter. Get that payday and help your career. And also the experience of being in there with Canelo can only help. Also, Canelo's slowing down, so I'd say, has he got more of a chance than he did 2 years ago? Of course he does. Of course he does, and everyone does. But Canelo's still a great fighter. Do I think Canelo wins? Yeah, I do think he does. But Canelo's got a big fight against Berlanga soon. In the next couple of weeks. Hey, look, that'll be watched by Pacheco very closely. And look, after that fight, maybe we have an idea that Pacheco could do something here. But overall, Pacheco goes for that mandatory fight. He tries to get the win. I think he probably loses that fight, but the experience, the cash, helps him no end and allows him to continue his career, get that experience, and maybe be that level of Canelo one day. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.